Okay, hi Kiki. Well, we'll give you a live story. Did he bolt? Well, several times on the ground first. Well, not as bad. I mean, I don't think they're near big as blowouts. But I wish I could have videoed him and done him at the same time. Next time maybe I will. I was just too focused to worry about that. But now that they're all done, doesn't he look great, by the way? I'm hosed him off. That made him even do some of those trot overs to dry him off. But he's eating some grass. He's earned it. But after lots of groundwork with the saddle and bridle on, and in the back of the arena there where the hay is where we worked. And he was scared. He was definitely scared, but I'd shut him down, let him stop where he spooked until he relaxed and licked his lips, and then had him walk off and did lots of redos until he grew in confidence. Where he, like I said before, the big blows are in the canter. Like I'm not getting hardly any in the walk, barely in the trot, and only when I ask for the canter. Because like I said, he's in that, he's in a suspended state. His feet are off the ground, and you know what? He just feels good. He's already moving, and that's where it happens, on the ground. Well, so anyway, I did a lot of groundwork and changed places. Went to the middle of the arena for his cantering rather than in the end and in the corner along the fence line. That's the thing. Whenever you put a horse in a narrow spot, say like right here between me and this rail right here is what I was doing. I had him keep going around me, both directions. But if you can picture that in the back arena. So they're claustrophobic, right? When you kind of put them in a narrow spot. So I didn't ask for the canter a lot over there. I'd get just like, what I would do is when he did win around in a canter, and he did, like maybe even 2.5 times, I'd stop. Good note, let him end on that good note in the corner. Like I said, it's against the fence. There's a big difference. I'm loping him on the lunge line. I mean on this line, the 14-foot line. I never took him off this short line because just don't have the control to put him on a big line yet. But I keep him in check on this 14-foot line, letting him lope around me, between me and the rail. You can get that. Switching directions. I did get quiet canters, but when I got, say, 2 or 3, I stopped and rewarded him by quitting. Then I went to the center of the arena because I felt, well, I wanted to ride him, but I knew he wasn't, I didn't have him completely. And so I went to the center of the arena where the jumps are surrounding me and asked for his canters in the center of the arena. We did have several blows. He'd kind of like go toward the barn. That's where he would blow. And but you know what? There was a girl riding in the arena, and I had to be careful, but he finally got it. Lots of canters until he got some quiet canters, and then I got on him. And so I went right to work and kept him in a walk, and he was really up when I first got on, wanting to bolt, but I kept his mind busy, okay? I did lots of serpentines, and then it dawned on me I should set up a 4-leaf clover. So I got back off. I set up the 4-leaf clover pattern with the cones. It gave me a job too, because I was sensing my own nervousness, anticipating the bolt, so I had to focus myself. The serpentine wasn't enough to keep my nerves at a calm, and of course they're going to feel what we feel. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to give my mind a job and help him focus, it depends on me. If I'm scared, he's scared. So I sensed my insecurity I felt I was just a little insecure, imagining him. I was thinking the wrong thing, so I gave myself a job. I put the cloverleaf pattern in my mind, and I love the cloverleaf pattern. If you don't know, it'll be a great thing to do with Tessa. But rode the cloverleaf pattern at a walk, both directions, several times. Loose rein. He relaxed and lowered his head and blew, and even Liz was like, "Oh, he's being such a good boy," and I'm like, "Yes, finally." So you know what? Rewarded him. Got off, stopped, that was it. Ended the lesson. Lots of work to get that far, but it was worth the last, I don't know much time goes by, honestly. I can imagine I spent 15 minutes on his back at the walk, so at least, but got good walks, so okay, to be continued tomorrow, which you'll be here, and that'll be fun, and we can work up to trots and then canters, and his mind will grow accordingly. So all right, I had a nice little talk with Liz too about Elisa and that trainer and what she had seen her do with him, and we can talk about that later. But I hope all's well with you and love you so much, and I'll send this soon.